welcome to this edition of Mitlin Minute. Today I'm going to talk about a rule that many of you have heard about already, most likely, and if not, you should have. On June 9th, the infamous Fiduciary Rule started going into effect. Now, you may have heard about this and may be unsure how this affects you personally, but this is something that is going to start a huge change in the financial services industry. And this was the main reason why Mitlin Financial was established as an RIA back in 2011. So what is this rule? The Fiduciary Rule. It's starting to go into effect on June 9th, and essentially all firms are going to have to, as it stands today, fully comply by January 1, 2018. What this essentially means to you is now your financial advisor, whoever they are, wherever they work, they are going to have to act as a fiduciary to you when working with you on your retirement assets. Now, you may be saying, why is it only my retirement assets? Well, this is the starting point. The reality is, and our feeling here at Mitlin Financial is, when we're working with you as our client, we always have to act as a fiduciary because we are a registered investment advisor. We had to work as a fiduciary before the rule. We're going to have to continue acting as a fiduciary after the rule. We're in the same court as you. We don't understand why we only have to, or financial services folks only have to work with you as a fiduciary with regard to your retirement assets. And quite frankly, if I was in your shoes, I would be saying, do I want to work with a firm where they can act in my fiduciary and my best interest on my retirement assets, but maybe they don't have to on all the other assets I manage with them? That to me raises some serious question marks. This fiduciary rule is basically saying that your advisor now has to act in your best interest with regard to these retirement assets. This is a level and a standard of care that is similar to your relationship with your doctor, with your CPA, with your attorney. Why it took this long for it to come down to the financial services industry, we don't know. But it's here. It's starting to be implemented. If you're a client of ours, you're going to see some communications over the next several days, weeks to come with regards to updates, to agreements, etc., that will now include specific language that needs to be included, as well as I'm sure you're going to be hearing from the other financial institutions that you deal with. We recently received some correspondence from the bank we work with, from an insurance company we work with. Everybody is working to comply with the fiduciary rule. But let me leave you with this. If you have an advisor that right now, prior to the rule, didn't have to act as a fiduciary, and now they are complying with the fiduciary rule and working with you and acting as a fiduciary with regard to your retirement assets, but still are not compelled or need to do that with your other assets, I would sit down and seriously consider the relationship with your advisor, no matter how short or how long that may be. And what I would suggest is you can give us a call at 844-4-MITLIN, and we'd be more than happy to display to you and show you the differences between acting as a fiduciary and not, and what it means to you, your assets, your goals and objectives over a prolonged period of time. I thank you for your time, and remember, you should be working with a fiduciary.